रिकॉर्डर ऑन है ना बाबू? Good morning, children. Today I am going to start how we will separate the components of mixtures. Are you listening? The components of mixtures can be separated by simple physical method. The methods for separation of mixtures are based on the difference in the properties of their components. How we will separate two components of mixture? There are certain ways so that we can differentiate between these mixtures. There are many different methods by which components of mixture can be separated. First is mixture of solid. Mixture of solid with solid. Next one, mixture of solid with liquids. And mixture of liquid with liquids. All of you put your microphone off. All of you put your microphone off. अपने अपने माइक्रोफोन को बंद करें. Now I will discuss about how we will separate the mixture of solid with solids. First way is hand picking. You must have seen your mother at her home that he is picking some unwanted material from rice and dal every day before preparing it. And this, the component of solid-solid mixture can sometimes be separated by them with hands. इनको हम हाथ से चुन-चुन कर निकाल लेते हैं and this कंकर पत्थर को and this method is used when components of mixture are of different colors. जब ये components अलग-अलग colors, shapes and size के होते हैं and the quantity of the mixture is very small. और जब इन कंपोनेंट्स के क्वांटिटी मिक्सचर में बहुत थोड़ी मात्रा में होती है तो वी कैन separate it by the process of hand picking. Now I am giving you the examples of separating the components of mixture by hand picking are separating peas from rice and dal. जैसे हम दाल चावल में से कंकर पत्थर चुन के निकालते हैं और सेपरेटिंग ग्रास फ्रॉम मिंट लीव्स और कड़ी पत्ते में से भी हम घास कैसे निकालते हैं दिस इज बाय द मेथड ऑफ हैंड पिकिंग एंड द सेकंड वन इज थ्रेसिंग method is generally used by the farmers. We are not generally using this process. Farmers generally use this process to separate grains from the stalk after harvesting. भूसे में से दाने को निकालना है कटाई के बाद इस प्रोसेस को अधिकतर फार्मर्स ही करते हैं द ड्राइड स्टार्क्स आर बिटेन और ये जो सूखे दाने होते हैं उनको फिर पीटा जाता है और थ्रेस्ट कटाई की जाती है टू सेपरेट द ग्रेन्स फ्रॉम द हस्क और स्टार्क दाने को अलग कर लिया जाता है और फिर भूसी को अलग करते हैं एंड इन लार्ज फार्म जहाँ अधिक पैमाने पे खेती की जाती है थ्रेसिंग इज डन बाय यूजिंग मशीन्स और वहाँ पे ये थ्रेशर कटाई जो की जाती है वो मशीन से की जाती है एंड दैट मशीन इज नोन एज थ्रेशर्स और इस मशीन को वी आर जस्ट कॉलिंग देम थ्रेशर्स there is a process of gathering and cutting the ripened crop and this process is known as threshing. This is harvesting. What is harvesting? The process of cutting and gathering the ripened crop is called harvesting. A farm machine, another is a farm machine called combine is used both for harvesting and threshing. So, mixtures of solid with solid can be differentiated or separated by first one is hand picking method, second one is threshing and third one is winnowing. Winnowing, this method is used to separate lighter husk from heavier grains. ये मेथड जो है वो लाइटर हस्क from heavier grains. This method is used to separate the lighter husk from heavier grains like wheat by wind blow method. In this method, the mixture is allowed to fall from a height. The lighter component here is husk, bhusi, get blown away, हवा में उड़ जाएगा to a distance while the heavier component or the grains will fall closer to the man and in this way two parts get separated into two separate heaps or it will collected into two separated heaps and it easier to store or gather it. So the first method is hand picking, second is threshing, third is winnowing and the fourth one is sieving. Sieving, this sieve, chalni. Sieving means chalna. The method is used to separate the components that are of different sizes. Sieving is a process through which we can separate the components that are of different sizes. For sieving, a sieve is used. Everyone have seen a sieve inside your home. Sieve means chalni, and sieve is used to sieve the flour, maida, suji. In this, for sieving, a sieve is used. A sieve is a wire mesh fixed tightly in a frame. In this method, mixtures to be separated is put in a sieve. Which mixture we have to separate, we have to keep that mixture in the sieve. The particles having small size pass through the holes of the sieve, whereas the larger size particles remain on the sieve. Sieves with different sizes of holes are used for different mixtures, and this is also available in the market. Satauna Darwaja. At home, sieving of wheat flour may be done by separated finely ground flour particles from the coarse particle. Mostly we use to sieve the wheat flour, and the wheat flour is separated finely ground flour particles from the coarse particles, and the coarse particles remains in the sieve, and the flour particles get collected in the dish. At construction sites, construction site means where buildings and any construction work is going on. Sieve of sand is done. Sieve of sand is done to separate fine sand from the gravels and pebbles. The sieve used there is much bigger in size, and the size of its holes is also very big. You must have seen houses building, making houses and building. There you have seen कैसे हम बालू को चालते हैं, वहाँ बड़ी बड़ी जाल रखी होती है और उस जाल पे बालू डालते जाते हैं, जितने कंकड़ पत्थर होते हैं उस जाल पे जमा हो जाते हैं, नीचे उसके नीचे जाल के नीचे हमको प्योर सैंड कलेक्ट हो जाता है। इस तरह प्योर सैंड से हम मकान बनाने में हमको अच्छी खासी फिनिशिंग मिलती है और अच्छे से हम मकान का निर्माण कर सकते हैं। Do you know in Kerala, cashew nuts of different sizes are separated by sieving? In Kerala, cashew nuts of different sizes for exporting, that is separated by sieving. Jewelers also use the process of sieving to separate pearls of different sizes. Jewelers also use the process of sieving to separate pearls of different sizes, so they can differentiate between different pearls easily. And the fifth one is magnetic separation. The magnetic separation is used when one of the component of mixture is magnetic, that it get attracted towards the magnet. For example, when magnet is brought near iron pills, the pin tends to cling to it. जब हम किसी भी मैग्नेट को लोहे की वस्तुओं के बगल में लाते हैं, तो देखते हैं कि आयरन ऑब्जेक्ट जो होती है, लोहे की वस्तुएं उससे काफी अच्छी तरह से चिपक जाती हैं। In this way, just now also magnet is brought near the iron pins, and that pins get cling. उससे पिन जो है उससे लोहे की जो पिन है वो मैग्नेट से क्लिंग कर जाते हैं, लटक जाते हैं। एंड द प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ अट्रैक्शन ऑफ मैग्नेटिक सब्सटेंस, और ये मैग्नेटिक सब्सटेंस की खास गुण है कि वो लोहे की वस्तुओं को इट अट्रैक्ट्स द आयरन objects towards the magnet. It is used to separate out such substances given in the mixture. Whenever there is a mixture of any other thing also, and when there is some iron objects, if we will put the magnet near that, the magnet will easily attract that iron object. Scrap iron is removed from heap of waste material. If there is scrap iron in a waste material also, heap means ढेर, कचरे के ढेर में भी अगर स्क्रैप आयरन रखा हुआ है, then strong magnets fitted to the crane can also separate this scrap iron from the heap of the waste material. This iron can be melted further and reused also. So, separation of solid with solids, there are so many types. There are so many methods of separating the mixtures. First is hand picking, second is threshing, third is winnowing, fourth is sieving, fifth is magnetic separation, and the sixth is sublimation. What is sublimation? The process in which solid directly changes into its gaseous state on heating is known as sublimation. ऐसा प्रोसेस जिसमें सॉलिड डायरेक्ट चेंज होके गैसियस स्टेट में फॉर्म कर जाए जब हम उनको हीट करते हैं, दैट प्रोसेस इज नोन एज सब्लिमेशन. Generally, solid substance on heating first changes into and liquid form, and further it changes into gaseous form or vapor form. However, some solids directly changes into gaseous form when heated. So, what is sublimation? The process in which solid changes directly into gaseous state on heating is called sublimation. This can be better understood if we will do some activity. For an activity, we have to take a mixture of sand and camphor. अगर हम लोग को एक्टिविटी करना है काफी समझने के लिए, तो इसके लिए हम लोगों को मिक्सचर लेना होगा किसका, सैंड एंड कैम्फर, एंड दैट मिक्सचर कैन बी easily separated by the process of sublimation. Take a mixture of sand and camphor in a china dish. एक चाइना डिश, शीशे के बर्तन में हमको मिक्सचर लेना है. दैट मिक्सचर should be of sand and camphor. Cover it with an inverted funnel. Funnel से उलट के उसको हम मिक्सचर को ढक देना है. whose narrow end has been closed with some cotton wool. और जो उसकी नैरो एंड है उसको हमको उसके बाहरी हिस्से को हम कॉटन से या वुल से बंद कर देना. हीट द चाइना डिश, और फिर वी हैव टू हीट विद द वायर गॉज, और उसके बाद उसको हमको गर्म करना है वो चाइना डिश में रखे हुए मिक्सचर्स को. ऑन हीटिंग, जैसे हम मिक्सचर को गर्म करते हैं, कैम्फर सब्लिमाइज, कैम्फर सब्लिमाइज होता है एंड चेंजेस इट इनटू वेपर, और वो भाप बन के ऊपर उठने लगता है, विल राइज अप. ऑन कमिंग इन कांटेक्ट विद द वॉल्स ऑफ द फनल, जैसे ही वह फनल के कांटेक्ट में आता है, वेपर कूल्स डाउन, और वेपर ठंडा हो जाता है एंड स्टिक टू द वॉल्स ऑफ द फनल, और फनल के वॉल के दीवार से जाके अप जाता है एंड चेंज बैक इनटू द सॉलिड स्टेट, and it then stick to the walls of the funnel. Sand gets left behind at the floor of the china dish. In this way, sand and camphor separated from each other by the process of sublimation. Have you understood? So we have discussed today we have discussed how we have separated solid from solids by so many methods. There are six methods. First is hand picking, second is threshing, third one is winnowing, fourth one is sieving, fifth magnetic separation, and the last is sublimation. So you write all this process, how we are doing this process in your notebook as a definition. Write the definition of sublimation, harvesting, combine. Write three definitions: harvesting, combine, and sublimation in your notebook. Also write the activity which just now I have taught you, how a mixture of sand and camphor can be separated by sublimation method. This method, by the separation of mixture, sand and camphor mixture, this method of sublimation is used to separate solid which sublime easily, which sublime easily from a substance which do not sublime. Substances like naphthalene, camphor, iodine, and ammonium chloride sublime on heating. There are certain examples of sublimation, and substances like naphthalene, camphor, iodine, ammonium chloride sublime on heating. They can therefore be separated from substances like sand, salt, sugar by the process of sublimation. These, suppose there will be a question, which of these substances sublime on heating? Then what will you give the examples? Which substances? Substances are naphthalene, camphor, iodine, ammonium chloride, sublime on heating. Okay, have you understood? Now, separation of solid from solid. Now, how the mixture of solids and how the mixtures of solid with liquids can be separated. There are two types of methods. Solid which dissolve in liquid, ऐसे solid जो liquid में पूरी तरह से घुल जाते हैं, and the second one is ऐसे solid जो कि liquid में आसानी से नहीं घुल पाते हैं. There are two types. Separating solid that dissolve in liquid. Some solid dissolve completely in a liquid to form a clear solution. For example, salt and sugar dissolve completely in water and gives a solution. The components of such mixtures can be separated by the following method. First one is separating solid that dissolves in liquid. Some solids that are completely dissolved in liquid are sugar and salt, and we get the clear solution. And these types of solution in which solid can be separated from liquid is, the first one is the evaporation. Evaporation method is used to separate solid substance dissolved in liquid. Let us understand by the performing the following activity. Just now I am going to perform an activity. Through this activity you can understand in a better way and you can get the better concept in understanding. Take a glass beaker If you have no glass beaker because you don't have the laboratory in your home, so take a glass, fill it half with water. Add 4 teaspoons of salt in it or to it. Stir it well. इसको अच्छे से चलाएंगे. एक शीशे का ग्लास लेंगे, उसमें आधा ग्लास पानी भर देंगे एंड ऐड उसमें 4 चम्मच नमक देंगे. उसे अच्छी तरह से मिलाएंगे टिल सॉल्ट गेट डिजॉल्व, जब तक कि नमक उसमें आसानी तरह से पूरी तरह से मिल ना जाए. ट्रांसफर दिस सॉल्ट सॉल्यूशन इनटू अ चाइना डिश. इस सॉल्ट सॉल्यूशन को हम चाइना डिश में पलट देंगे. हीट इट ओवर ए बर्नर और बर्नर के ऊपर रख के इसे हम गर्म करेंगे. वाटर स्टार्ट इवेपोरेटिंग. वाटर start evaporating when almost all the water has evaporated. जब सारा पानी भाप बन के उड़ जाएगा, put off the burner and observe. बर्नर को बंद कर देंगे एंड ऑब्जर्व करेंगे. White particles of salt are left behind in the china dish. White वो धो लिए. हाँ? जाओ वहाँ पे, वहाँ पतीला में धो, जाओ देख. Water starts evaporating. When almost all the water has evaporated, put the burner off and observe. हम क्या पाते हैं? White particles of salt are left behind in the china dish. So we take the mixtures of salt and solution. Then we pour that mixtures of salt and solution in a china dish and heat it over the burner. What we observe? Water start evaporating. When almost all the water has evaporated, put off the burner. बर्नर बंद कर देंगे एंड ऑब्जर्व. हम क्या पाते हैं? व्हाइट पार्टिकल्स आर salt are left behind in the china dish. अब white solid particles china dish में जमा हो जाता है and that particle is the crystals of salt. और वो क्या है? जो white particle solid जमा हो गया है china dish में, वो salt है. इवेपोरेशन से पानी भाप बन के उड़ गया और salt china dish में जमा हो गया. And this method is commonly used to obtain common salt that we use in our food from sea. Iodine Tata salt, we are using it. Sea water is collected in a shallow bed dug near the sea. The heat of the sun helps in evaporating water, leaving behind the particles of the salt. So we understood how salt formation also takes their near sea. Seawater is collected in shallow bed dug near the sea, and the heat of the sun helps in the process of evaporation, water evaporating water, leaving behind the particles of the sand. इस तरह हम सब के किनारे गड्ढा खोद खोद के सैलो बेड बनाते हैं और उसमें पानी को जमा करके छोड़ देते हैं. इवेपोरेशन क्या करता है? सन की जो किरणें हैं, गर्मी है, वो इवेपोरेटिंग प्रोसेस के थ्रू पानी को इवेपोरेट कर देता है और जमीन में सॉल्ट बच जाते हैं. फिर बाय द प्रोसेस ऑफ प्यूरिफिकेशन एंड फिल्टरेशन this salt is given or sent to the factories and Tata iodized or clear and purified salts are obtained that we are using in our food and that we get from the seawater. 1 liter seawater contains 36 gram of edible salt. Edible means what we can eat, that is known as edible. On average, a liter of seawater has about 36 grams of edible salt in it. So here, how we can separate mixtures of solid with liquid. The first is the solid that dissolve in liquid. First is evaporation process and the second one is crystallization. The second process is known as crystallization process. Suppose there will be a question. 1 liter of sea water has about how much gram of edible salt in it? What will be the answer? 36 gram. Solid which dissolves in liquid are separated by the which process. The first one is evaporation and the second one is crystallization. The crystallization method is used to obtain crystallization method. This crystallization method is used to obtain pure solid from a given solution. For example, the salt we get from the seawater has many impurities in it. Impurities means gandagi. To remove these impurities, the process of crystallization is used. इन अशुद्धियों को impurities को दूर करने के लिए हम we are using the process of crystallization. So what is crystallization? Crystallization is a process which separates the pure solid in the form of its crystal from the saturated solution. The following activity, here again we will do an activity to get more clear concept of crystallization. Take 100 ml of water in a beaker. Every time I say in the house you don't have the beaker, so you will take a glass and keep 100 ml water and prepare a saturated solution of sugar in it. Add few teaspoons of sugar and stir it well until it completely dissolves in water. Transfer this saturated solution into china dish. Again, heat the china dish on a wire gauge. Stir the solution occasionally with the glass rod. बार बार इस solution को हम चलाएंगे. When small crystals start appearing on the glass rod, stop heating the solution. जैसे ही क्रिस्टल्स छोटे छोटे क्रिस्टल्स स्टार्ट हो जाएंगे ग्लास रॉड पे अपीयर होने, हम हीटिंग को बंद कर देंगे. क्या जब दूध है गर्म करके ये देखती समझे सटा दो दरवाजा. अलाउ द सॉल्यूशन टू कूल. इस तरह हम सॉल्यूशन को ठंडा होने देंगे विदाउट डिस्टर्बिंग, बिना उसको हिलाए डुलाए. स्मॉल क्रिस्टल्स ऑफ प्योर शुगर विल अपीयर इन द चाइना डिश. और इस तरह शुगर के छोटे छोटे क्रिस्टल्स हमको चाइना डिश पे दिखाई. All of you put your microphone off. All of you put your microphone off. Roshan, crystallization is often used for purification of salt that we get from the sea. We can also use this process to separate the crystals of Alum is what fitkiri. You see how fitkiri is used by the barbers, and blue vitriol, Nila Thota, from their impurity sample, and this blue vitriol is mostly used in the lab also. Now the third one is some solid which do not dissolve in liquid, and that liquid, that solid will be separated by this method. For example, tea leaves, chalk powder, sawdust and pulses are all insoluble in water. ये सारे एग्जाम्पल्स जो हैं टी लीव्स, देखते हैं आप चाय बनाते हैं तो चाय की पत्तियां चाय में नहीं घुलती, चॉक पाउडर नहीं घुलते हैं पूरी तरह, सॉडस्ट अनाज की भूसियां नहीं घुलती हैं, and pulses also does not dissolve in or does not soluble in water. So these examples are insoluble in water. So by which method the component of such mixtures can be separated by the following methods. First one is sedimentation and decantation. Sedimentation. What is sedimentation? Sedimentation is a process by which insoluble heavy solid particles in a mixture settle down on their own when left undisturbed for some time. In order to separate out the two, the liquid had to be gently poured down into the another container without disturbing the settled component or the solid particles, and that solid particles are known as sediments. हम सेडिमेंट्स को, सॉलिड पार्टिकल्स जो सेडिमेंट्स है उसको बिना हिलाए डुलाए सॉल्यूशन को दूसरे कंटेनर में पोर कर देंगे, डाल देंगे. The process of obtaining clear liquid by pouring it into another container without the disturbing of the sediments is known as decantation. Now, to understand in a better way, we again perform an activity. Take some water in a glass, add some sand and stir it. उसको चला देना है. Let it stand undisturbed for some time in a beaker. आप देखते होंगे बारिश के मौसम में आपके घर में जब पानी आता है, दो टाइम पानी आता है, सुबह के टाइम इतना अच्छे से नहीं समझ में आता है, जब दोपहर में या शाम में पानी आता है उस समय हम बाल्टी का इतना इस्तेमाल टब का नहीं करते हैं और पानी काफी समय तक बाल्टी में जमा हो जाता है और स्थिर रहता है. तो आप देखते होंगे कि बाल्टी की सतह पे एक पीला पीला मिट्टी का लेयर जम जाता है. तो इसको समझने के लिए हम देखते हैं. लेट take some water in a glass, add some sand into it and stir it. Let it stand undisturbed for some time in a beaker. After a few minutes or half an hour, the sand particles settle down. This is sedimentation. Gently pour the clear water into another container or another glass without disturbing the layer of the sand particles, and this is called decantation. Have you understood? Sedimentation and decantation method are used for removing insoluble impurities from rivers and canal water. So these two processes are used for removing insoluble impurities that get mixed with the river and canal water. They are used in water treatment plants that supply drinking water to our homes, schools, and offices. In homes, when pulses and rice are washed before cooking, The water used for washing them is separated by sedimentation and decantation method. So this example is quite clear to understand. In homes, when you wash the rice and pulses before cooking, the water used for washing them is separated by sedimentation and decantation method. So first is sedimentation and decantation, and the second one is loading. What is loading? Sedimentation is a slow process. It takes time to sediments to settle down. But loading is a fast process which makes the process faster. In this process, the finer particles can take a long time to settle down. In order to speed up the process of sedimentation, loading is used. Loading speed up the sedimentation by making light suspended particles heavier by using the suitable chemicals. लोडिंग ऐसा प्रोसेस है जो सेडिमेंटेशन की स्पीड को बढ़ा देता है, उसके लाइट वेट पार्टिकल्स को हेवियर बना देता है बाय एडिंग उसमें कुछ सुटेबल केमिकल्स डाल के लाइट पार्टिकल्स को हेवियर बना देता है ताकि वो हेवियर पार्टिकल्स आसानी से इजीली सेटल डाउन कर सकें जल्दी से और द प्रोसेस कैन टेक प्लेस. This activity, or you can understood understand the process of loading by an activity. I will say you give you this activity or explaining the activity. All of you listen it carefully. Take a piece of alum. फिटकिरी आपको राशन की दुकान पे मिलेगी. इसको आप एक टुकड़ा ले सकते हैं फिटकिरी का. ये वाइट पत्थर टाइप का होता है. टाई इट टू थ्रेड उसको एक धागे से बांध देना है एंड डिप इट 3 or 4 times और एक उसका जो धागा है वो अपने हाथ में पकड़ना है एंड इन द बीकर ऑफ मडी वाटर गंदे पानी में इसको 5-6 बार डालना है और निकालना. टेक इट आउट एंड लेफ्ट द मडी वाटर stand undisturbed for some time. And that solution which you are storing in the glass or beaker that should be undisturbed for at least half an hour or few periods of time. Note the time taken by the mud particles to settle down. Compare it with the time taken by them. आप यहाँ पे डायरेक्ट सेडिमेंटेशन को सेडिमेंट्स को नीचे जमा में कितना टाइम लगा उसको भी आप रिकॉर्ड करके लिख के रख सकते हैं और लोडिंग प्रोसेस के थ्रू व्हेन यू आर एडिंग द सुटेबल केमिकल्स लाइक alum to the mixture then also you can note it down how much time it takes to sediment. You will find that loading makes the process lot faster. When we had added suitable chemicals which is alum or fitkiri, then the sedimentation process is quite faster. In this particular case, the alum dissolve quickly, stick to the fine muds and make the fine muds heavier. The heavier muds particles settle down more easily and quickly. So have you understood the loading? It has been observed that sometimes difficult to breathe after a strong wind and storm. कभी कभी देखा जाता है कि काफी दिक्कतों का सामना करना पड़ता है जब काफी आंधी तूफान चलती है. This is due to the presence of fine suspended dust particles in the air. However, when the rainfall after storm removes these dust particles and the air becomes clear and fresh again. The dust particles in the air get loaded with the water and settle down. Thus, loading helps in cleaning the air more quickly. और एक कॉमन सा एग्जांपल्स आई एम गिविंग टू यू, आप लोग देखते होंगे शाम के टाइम जब गर्मियों के दिन में या बारिश के समय में मार्केट जाते हैं तो शॉपकीपर दुकानदार जो होते हैं अपने दुकानों के आगे पानी का छिड़काव करते हुए नजर आते हैं। और ये पानी का क्यों छिड़काव करते हैं? ताकि जब हवा चलती है तो जो दुकान के आगे मिट्टी होती है वो उड़कर दुकान में गंदगी ना फैला दें, इसलिए ये पानी छीट देते हैं ताकि जो मिट्टियाँ हैं वो पानी पड़ने पर जमीन में बैठ जाएं और एयर को पॉल्यूट ना करें, ताकि ब्रीदिंग में भी कोई प्रॉब्लम ना हो। And in book also, do you know this example is given? Shopkeeper often sprinkle water around their soap if the area is not cemented. Also, before sweeping a dusting room, water is sprinkled. In this situation, water is used to load the dust particles so that they do not float in the air. So the two process just now I have discussed, sedimentation and decantation, and the second one is loading. And now the third one is filtration. In filtration, in order to make tap water fit for drinking, we often filter it. And you also see there are different types of water purifier in your house or filters that can filter the impurities of the water and make it fit for drinking. In order to make the tap water fit for drinking, we often filter it. In this process, insoluble solid impurities are separated from the water to make it fit for drinking. So, what is filtration? Filtration is a process of separating insoluble solids like mud, tea leaf from a liquid using a fine porous material called the filter. The activity given below will explain the process of filtration. Take some muddy water in a glass. Also take a piece of filter paper. If you do not have filter paper, you have napkins which are using during eating or in the parties. That napkin should also be used. Cut the filter paper into a circular shape, then fold it in one fold, then second fold, and then when the fold is small, then make a cone from this paper. Then take a funnel, fit the cone into the funnel and hold it with your thumb और मुट्ठी से उसको funnel को हम पकड़ लेंगे. Moisten the cone with some water. कोन में जब पानी देंगे तो वो क्या होगा? Moisten हो जाएगा, गीला हो जाएगा. The wet filter paper will now stick to the walls of the funnel, and this wet filter paper will stick to the walls of the funnel. Place this funnel on the funnel stand. Place a clean beaker, or here you will put the glass below the funnel. The tip of the funnel should be within means funnel का tip beaker के अंदर में होगा and should be near the top. Slowly pour the muddy water. उसमें हम धीरे धीरे मिट्टी वाली पानी डालेंगे along a glass rod, और glass rod से funnel को चलाते जाएंगे. Clean water passes through the pores of the filter paper and gets collected into the beaker kept below the funnel. And this clean water is called filtrate. The mud that remains on the top of the filter paper is called residue. The mud, that is solid impurities, which remains on the top of the filter paper is called residue. Do you know previously for filtering we use muslin cloths, filter paper, cotton wool, charcoal, or even fine sand can also be used as a filters. The choice of the filter depends upon the size of the particles to be removed. The method of filtration is used to separate out tea leaves from the tea, and for this we are using छन्नी. चाय छानने के काम में आते हैं ताकि हम चाय में से चाय पत्तियों को अलग कर सके. We use a sieve for it. Filtration is also used by the water work department to purify water. They use layers of gravels and sand to filter very large quantities of water. So, three till yet I have taught you three process how solids are separated that do not get dissolved in liquid. First is sedimentation and decantation, second is loading, and the third one is filtration. Now, the fourth one is centrifugation. Centrifugation, there is a centrifugation machine also which are available in the market. Wooden churner is also used for the process to do the process of centrifugation. Centrifugation is a method used to separate the fine particles suspended in the liquid. For rotating the mixture at a high speed. मिक्सचर्स को काफी तेजी से घुमाएंगे, रोटेट करेंगे. Centrifugation is done with the help of machine called centrifuge. The heavier particles tend to settle down. जो इसमें हेवियर पार्टिकल्स होते हैं वो सतह पे जाके कंटेनर के बैठ जाते हैं. While the light ones stay at the top. और जो ऊपर हल्की पार्टिकल्स होते हैं वो ऊपर सतह पे जाके जमा हो जाते हैं. सेपरेटिंग क्रीम फ्रॉम द मिल्क. जैसे हम दही में से मक्खन निकालते हैं या दूध में से क्रीम निकालते हैं by churning it. It is an example of centrifugation, often used in many households. Centrifugation is widely used in dairies. Centrifugation method हम dairies में इस्तेमाल करते हैं at homes to churn out butter from cream. मक्खन में क्रीम में से मक्खन निकालने के लिए भी हम सेंट्रीफ्यूगेशन प्रोसेस को यूज करते हैं और इसके लिए हम वुडन चर्नर का भी इस्तेमाल करते हैं. बट बीइंग लाइटर फ्लोट्स ऑन द टॉप. मक्खन हल्का होता है, ये इसलिए बर्तन के ऊपर सतह पे तैरने लगता है और इस तरह से हम मक्खन को निकाल लेते हैं और उससे घी बनाया जाता है. तो the fourth process is centrifugation. Centrifugation is a method used to separate the fine particles suspended in the liquid by rotating the mixture with a high speed. Centrifugation is widely used in dairies at homes to churn out butter from the cream. Butter being lighter floats at the top. Do you know a traditional long-handled wooden churner is still in the use to separate butter from the cream. आज भी क्रीम में से मक्खन निकालने के लिए गांव में वुडन चर्नर का इस्तेमाल किया जाता है. So Today we have studied how to separate the components of mixture. Now the first one is how to separate mixtures of solid with solids. Mixtures of solid with, I am doing the revision now, listen carefully. How the mixtures of solid with solid can be separated. They can be separated by this six method. The first is hand picking, second is threshing, third is winnowing, fourth one is sieving, fifth one is magnetic separation, and the last one is sublimation. There are another mixtures of solid with liquids. We and this mixture is of two types: solid which dissolve in liquid and solid which do not dissolve in liquid. Those solids that dissolve in liquid can be separated by evaporation process, crystallization process, and the solid which does not get dissolved in liquid. That type of components can be separated by the process of sedimentation and decantation, loading, filtration, and centrifugation. So, two methods of those solid which does not two methods by which solids which get dissolved in water. The first one is evaporation and the second one is crystallization. And separating solids which do not get dissolved in liquid, there are four processes. The first one is sedimentation and decantation, the second one is loading, third one is filtration, and the last one is centrifugation. So all of you read this chapter, go through it clearly, open your book, read this, read, do not understand, then ask me tomorrow on the next class. Don't waste your time. Start studying properly. The next class is on Tuesday. Have you understood? Read the chapter, and if you have any problem, note it down and you ask in the another class. Okay? Okay. Bye. See you.